Good morning. My name is Shaliwa Dosumu, and this is Mirror House Concept. We're still working on our title, on our project titled Losing My Religion. And today I have my beautiful, beautiful sister. And not to waste your time or waste my time, I'm going to usher her in to introduce herself. Thank you.
It's your girl, Shaliwa Dosumu, Mirror House Concept. Holla at your girl. Any religious background, or holla at your girl. Being you Christian, Muslim, Atheist, any religion, holla at your girl. Being you black, white, any cultural or ethnicity, holla at your girl. If you switched your religion to a different religion ever, holla at your girl. If you stop believing, holla at your girl. To share your story with the world, holla at your girl. Shaliwa Dosumu. Holla at your girl. Let's talk about this Mirror House Concept. Holla at your girl. I got you. Holla at your girl.
My name is Ajia Yosola Salami.
Nice to meet you, Ajia Yosola Salami. I like that name. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. I like my guests to introduce themselves and also tell us a little bit about what I mean by a little bit about yourself is a little bit about your background, your religious background, and everything about you.
Okay. Once again, my name is Ajia Yosola Salami. I'm a Nigerian from Ogun State, to be precise. Shagamu, Mwakari Bulawa, Shagamu Ewa, and I was born into a Muslim family. I came from a Muslim background. My dad and my mom, my whole family are Muslim. So when I was young, I do practice the Muslim thing because it's so compulsory in the family that you must practice the religion. But unfortunately, being a child, we're kind of, we want to do our own thing. And all my brothers, like my siblings, they all went to Islamic schools, and they all went to for reading of learning how to read Quran, and most of them they finish Quran, which they call the in Yoruba they will say Sauki. They read the Quran, and they, when they do the Sauki part of it is they kill. It depends on which level they are. So, but they completed all the levels.
So like a graduation.
Yeah. So they kill the goats and whatever to celebrate that their achievements. But for me, I just go, there when my brothers and sisters are going, I'll just go there. I'll be behind at the thing because the clergyman, who is the Afa, always beats them. So, and I'm the last born. So my thing is, I don't want to be beaten. So I'll be behind, and they will be beating them. That really scares me. That makes me not want to go to that thing. That's the main thing that makes me not to practice the religion, because you must go to Islamic school, and you must learn how to read the Quran. And without being, without going to the school, being beaten, you cannot learn, and you won't be able to. So that's really scared me and put me off to be a Muslim in the first place. And so during that time, there's this woman behind her house that sells elede, pig. They fry it. So myself, I'll just, instead of me going to the Quranic school, I'll go there, I'll buy the piece of the pig, I'll put it in my pocket. So the whole thing, the oil will be in my pocket, and everybody, I'll just run to the thing. And my brother, when they finish their lessons, they will say, how come you are you always go to this place and buy things. This is not, I mean, it's not an Islamic way of doing things. It's haram. I'll be, what's haram? You guys get out. I feel like that to them, and they will continue. They won't want to report me to my dad, because my dad will flog me. My dad will beat hell out of me. And during the time of the fasting period, being the last born of my mom, I was able to be spoiled.
You
So
got away with a lot of things.
yeah, I get away with a lot of things, and when they are fasting, I wake up at the time that they are fasting. I will eat and everything. So we'll go to school. On my way coming back to school, from school, I've already eaten outside. I ate everything. And on my way coming back, I will use the sand to do my lips so that it will look dry. So so when everybody is saying, "Oh, fasting and everything," me too, I'll be like, "Yes, I'm fasting." See my lips that is so dry. So they were, "Oh yeah, she's fasting," whereas I wasn't doing anything. Those are the kind of experience that I had with the Muslim background that in my days when I was young.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's an interesting story. So that covered what discouraged you, what kept you from not wanting to be there.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what encouraged you? What I mean by that is, what made you want to be there? What do you think of as let me go to the mosque with them? This is not that bad.
As a child, I will still refer to my childhood thing. As a child, going to the mosque is just going there to see what they're doing. And to be honest with you, there are a lot of things that put me off who wants to be a Muslim then.
Yeah.
Because you have to make sure you fast. You have to make sure that you pray 5 times daily. And in terms of praying 5 times daily, you have to be sure that if you want to do your prayer, you have to do the ritual thing, as in they call it voodoo. I mean, not voodoo, voodoo or something. That you have to wash your hand and do all the bathing stuff. So, and if by any chance, after you've done that, and you are in the mosque trying to pray and you fast, my dear sister, you have to leave that place and go and do the thing again.
Oh wow!
You can't continue.
Oh wow, that's a lot for a child.
You take a dump. You have your BM. You have to wash. You have to do. Everything has to be clean. Everything has to be holy. So there are too much things that we add on together into being a Muslim that really discouraged me then when I was growing up. Because how could you be telling me if I fast, I can't continue with the prayer?
Yeah, that's
I can't do this. I have to wash, do this, do that, and and I have to pray 5 times daily. That occupy my time. I want to be out there playing and doing my own things, enjoying my, having fun.
Excuse me.
Those are the things that really, those are the challenges that I had then that makes me not want to. The other side of faith, it's the way you see them singing, praising God, in Islamic way. It's kind of touches me. Sometimes when they are doing this, they are saying they are reciting the Quran. It gives me goosebumps. Because despite the fact that I don't know much about it, but the way they are reciting it makes you feel like this thing is, and I mean, the way they put everything together makes you think these people are so much up there, very close to God, because everything is perfect, everything, so that makes me, okay, you know what? I'll take my chances to be part of them, you know. And when I look that they are staying too long, I'll look at them like this. I'll just leave. So it's funny that the way things were when I was young then, and all my brothers, all my siblings, to be honest with you, they are all still practicing the Muslim.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
You know, so
So, growing up, what role did your parents play in your decision towards being a Muslim? Like, what did your parents do that encouraged you to want to? I mean, besides you said the singing and the way they recite the Quran, you love that. Is there anything else that is done at home that makes you want to be part of the religion?
well, like I said, my dad, my dad, I would say, I won't say, well, I'll say it's a Muslim fanatic. It's just too much. You cannot be living in that house, not practicing things. And unfortunately, though, he married my mom. My mom was born into Christianity.
Oh, wow.
My mom's dad was an archbishop. I'm telling you this. And when he got married to my mom, he changed my mom, because if you marry to a Muslim,
yeah, you have to come back.
You're a Christian, you have to convert. Then they will give you a Muslim name and things like that. So I don't even know. Like, there's no way you cannot say you are not going to practice Muslim. You just have to. Not until I grew up and I left the house, then things change, you know.
So when you grew up and it was time to start to leave the house and be by yourself, what role did friends play in influencing your decision? So did you still continue as a Muslim? Were you still practicing as a Muslim even when you left home?
No, I wasn't. I you know, I was living with one of my dad's younger sister. And you know, then, you know, when you have too many kids, you know, you put your kids to go and live with this, live with that. And you know, I was living with my dad's senior sister. Then she passed. And the younger sister, then I would like, what makes that happen is this, that my dad's senior sister, she is into traditional thing. She sells all this traditional thing, like elewe omo, like all the agbo and stuff like that, whatever you're looking. So I was living with her. So she's one of the top high chief in Shagamu. They call her the Olotuerelu of Remo. So I was sleeping with her. So after school, I go to the market. I'll be there selling all whatever they are selling, all these things. So when she passed, so my dad's younger sister and me was the one that they put in charge of this selling thing. So she was the one. So then all of a sudden, our daughter had a baby in Lagos. So I have to relocate to Lagos to go and stay with my sister. And when I got there, she's a typical Celestial woman.
Oh, wow.
She's the husband and everything. So now things change again. I'm into Christian again. I'm into Christian, from Muslim to Christian. And, you know, you cannot do without going to church every Sunday. So the first day I went to the church with them, after living with them, you know, the first day I went to the church with them, I got arrested by the Holy Spirit. And I was like, when they were telling me the story about, oh, you that were going all over there, you are rolling and doing, I'm like, what are you guys talking about? They said, oh, you are in spirit. I'm like, in spirit? What do you guys mean by that? So I'm talking in the 70s. So, and from there, you know, the dancing, the music, oh my God, I love it. So, you know, that makes me to feel like, oh, okay, this finally I'm here.
Okay.
I'm where I want to be.
Okay.
So the music and everything moves me.
Okay.
And like you can't just do without going to church. We are living with my friend. You have to be in the church. We go to church Monday. We go to church Tuesday. We go to church Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday. So that's music, the rhythm. I don't want to miss it. So I always want to go to church. From there, they start grooming me. Then I became a prophetess. There I'm like, okay, that's how I moved from Christian to, moving from Muslim to become a Christian.
That's an amazing story. So, in other words, like the society, your environment influenced most of your decisions. So
yes,
and because you're in that environment, it's not like it's nature, like nature versus nurture kind of thing. So yes, you were raised in a Muslim home, but then when you changed and you start living with a Christian family, and you went to you followed them into their beliefs, and you loved it. You even became a prophetess out of that, which is a beautiful thing. Being a Muslim is also a beautiful thing. So my next question is, beside let me go back to when you were growing up. Besides going to the Muslim classes that you talked about, where your brothers graduated from, the ones you don't like, besides, because that's where they were taught the Arabic ways, the Muslim prayers, how to recite the Muslim words, and how to pray, how to do the bathing before I call it bathing before praying. Like you said it's called wudu or something like that. Yeah. So all that. Is there anybody else that taught you how to do that outside the school, maybe at home?
Yeah, at home, you are from the beginning. You have to start watching the way your parents are doing it.
Okay.
So they will teach you how to do it.
Do it.
You know how to do it. In fact, even before I turned to become a Christian, I was, I can recite lot of surahs. The Muslim call their things surahs. So I was able to recite a lot of surahs, and when I changed to Christian, I couldn't, but I still have it. I still have the knowledge of really reciting the surahs. So the family, my father would just call you and say, hey, come here, get your own agay. They call that little thing agay. So you'll be beside my dad, and you'll be watching him the way he's doing it and everything. So from there, you are able to learn. And when you go to the mosque too, they have all this setup of things that the tap would be in front of them. Everybody would be right there in a line, doing this. So from there, you can learn also.
So also at that stage, I know you won't sit down to read the Quran at that stage because you're a kid, right? At any point in life, did you sit down to say, okay, let me study this Quran and let me see what it's all about. Let me study this book.
Okay. Now you are bringing me back from Christian back to
yes. I'm going to touch both because you've been with both. So I'm going to touch the Bible also. So this question has to do with the Bible and the Quran also. Like, is there at any point did you sit down to say, let me study the Quran, or you know what, let me study the Bible? Both.
Yeah. When I started going to when I was a Muslim, when I was growing up, I didn't try to read any Quran or anything. Like I said, I will only follow my senior ones to the thing, and I'll be playing around. Who cares? But when I became a Christian, like I said, most of the religions, when I joined them, people that makes me to join those religions are very, like I would say, fanatic. Because my aunt too, she's all into that. You know, in the morning we wake up, morning prayer and this and that. You have to read the Bible.
Yeah.
So you have to read some psalms and stuff like that. So from there, and you know, when in celestial, when you are growing up in a celestial way, you need to get closer to God. You need to read your Bible so that you know, there's some Psalms that you will read that will give you that motivation thing, you know, that will lift your spirits. So from there, I was able to, I read Bible through that time. But now when I change to become a Muslim, I was, I read Quran. I have Quran everywhere in my purse, in everything. So I, you know, because there are a lot of thing in surah in some in Muslim thing that you need to learn, because you have some that you will read that will be a protection when you're going in, when you're going out, just like the Bible. So you know, so from there I was able to learn more. But one thing that I know is this: when I wanted to living living a church or becoming a Muslim, it's based on the way our people worship.
Wait, so you're a Muslim now?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim now.
Oh, okay. So after going to Sele, after a while, you switched again back to your original religion.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Well, I stayed being a Celestial for over 30 years. Over 30 years. I think I started going to Sele when in the 70s, around 70, 71 or something. So, and to be honest with you, if anybody will ask me that if I'm going to change from being a Celestial to any other religion, I'll say no. I'll tell them they're lying. People are still saying it that, oh, they can't believe because I'm too much into this religion. But the way people practice this particular religion is quite different from the way I was raised to grow up to know.
Okay.
So, and it's that, you know, you keep saying, okay, because I don't want to leave the church. I still want to. You keep hanging in until you get it to the, you get fed up. You get fed up, and I'm like, you know, what am I going to do? And the only thing that makes me to believe that my going back to Muslim, being a Muslim, is just a call. Is that you know, when as a Celestial, then when they are going to Jerusalem and everything, it's not that I don't have the money. I have the money. 4,000, 5,000 then, you know, it's nothing. I have it. But guess what? I couldn't go. If they say, okay, let's go and do this, we start practicing. What do you know? What did they say? We're going to Jerusalem. Everybody start preparing this and that. But you know, then bring your money and stuff like that. I'll be like, they will say, mother in Celestia, come on, you go into it. I'll say, yeah, I'll go. But it never happened. It's never happened. Well, guess what? 2016, I was just, you know, I've been having this dream that my dad was not that, you know, really happy with me being not practicing the religion. You know, I can see that, you know, in my dream. And I'll be like, well, Baba, Imam, leave me alone. Blah, blah, blah. So, you know, saying that, having that dream now, changed my thoughts and changed my thinking into saying that what is all this? Then it makes me to remember, continue remembering the way they are practicing in Sele, that is not like Nigeria, and I'm continue getting fed up, and I'm like, oh my God, this is it. This is it. So that dream now is just like it's an ignition.
Okay.
That just ignites everything. And I'm like, okay. So in 2016, October 6th, that was when we always have our harvest.
Okay.
Everybody look at me. I start practicing, we start getting everything together, rally around, contribute. I contribute my own money, but my mind, everything, my spirit is not there anymore. Everybody will be looking at me like, Wolima, what is wrong with you? We're not seeing that motivation, the agile, the thing in you for this service. And I'm like, oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. I'll just be smiling. It's nothing. Even when we're doing on the day of harvest, that everybody will be dancing and dancing, will be spraying and not. I was outside sitting down, doing nothing. Just sat down out there. I sat down there. Everybody would just pass by me. Woli, Wale ni. It's okay. My spirit is gone from that church. I don't even have that spiritual thing, drive or anything, nothing. It's gone. And that was my last day in the church.
Wow.
That was my last day in the church.
Wow.
October 6, 2016 was my last day in Celestial Church, in the church.
Wow.
So, and I started going to Asalatu.
Okay.
I started, I called the Afa, the Imam. I said, well, I want to come back to being a Muslim. Oh my God, they're so happy. They're like, they call my Muslim name. Like, welcome
back home.
Yeah, welcome back home. And I'm like, oh, it's good to be back, this and that. But then you have to do a spiritual back to welcome you back. So, and I did that, so from there I started praying. That 5 days, days of prayer, or 5 times prayer that I was running from. You can't believe that I started praying 5 times a day.
Wow.
I can't believe it. So that was like, are you for real? So this is me. The 5 days prayer that I'm running away from. I started doing it. I started, reading my Quran when I'm at work on my break time. I'll just, be eating and be everything. I felt relieved. My, my soul was calm. I don't have anybody to disturb me. In Saleh, the ranking, people will be ranking and be yelling and be saying this. So I'm supposed to, you'll be fighting about the seats, fighting this, fighting that. I don't have that anymore. I don't have anybody to confront me and be saying, oh, I'm your senior, I'm this, I'm that. I don't have anybody to fight with to say, oh, I senior you in Celestia. No, in the Muslim, everyone, you are one.
Equal.
We're all equal. There's no seniority, there's no this. Pray and go. Pray and go.
So, because of the time, I do understand where you're coming from. And the funniest thing is, it's when it comes to religion, and regarding what you said, I think the hierarchy thing is an African thing. I might be wrong, but from my point of view, I think it's an African thing. So, but if you can advise your 10-year-old, if you can stand face to face with your 10-year-old you now, what will you say to your 10-year-old self?
Oh, well, I'll just say, no matter what, once you believe God, you believe there is God and you have faith, all you need to do, no matter what religion you are at, you belong to anything, just go there, worship. and live. Don't even think about saying this and that. Oh, somebody. If anybody starts saying, "Oh, I'm your senior," or this, just yours is to go there to pray and your prayer be answered, and just live.
Mm.
And like I said, that the calling when I go back to Muslim. Do you believe that 2017 I went to Hajj,
Oh wow.
August 2017,
Oh wow.
and the Hajj cost me $12,000,
Wow.
and I was able to go.
Mm.
$12,000 to
Mm.
go to Hajj, while going to Jerusalem is only 5,000.
Mm.
Can you believe that? So from there, I believe this is where I belong,
Mm.
and I have peace of mind.
Mm.
So when going to any church or anything, any religion, go there with your faith,
Mm.
do what you're supposed to do and get out.
Mm.
Let your faith and that you have in God continue to direct your way. Don't think about anybody else. Do what you're supposed to do and live.
So if you look back now, do you have any regrets in your decisions in going back to either going to Saleh or becoming a Muslim now? Do you have any regrets?
I have no regrets becoming a Muslim. No regret at all because I'm at peace.
Mm.
I'm at peace.
Like I always say to people, depending on, regardless of what religion you do, being you Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, atheist, anything that works for you, hold on to it. And I am so glad that when I called you, I'm like, oh, let me call this auntie, and her story is interesting.
Oh,
I was so glad when you say, okay, you will do it, and I am so happy. I'm so honored that you granted me this interview. I am so honored. Thank you so much. And once again, I'm going to let you introduce yourself. I like it when people introduce themselves instead of me introducing you. I cannot introduce you more than you can do the job way better than I'm going to do it. So once again, for my guest, can you introduce yourself?
oh, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It's an honor for me to come to your show, uh, to be able to tell my story.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Once again, my name is Hajias Yosola Salami, uh, in Canada, but in Nigeria.
Thank you
Thank
so much. And this is my auntie in Canada forever. Thank you so much. That's my mom's firstborn.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
She was in church with my mom.
yes,
She
yes,
can
yes.
only escape and go back to Islam because my mom is in Nigeria now. She will have come after you. Thank
I
you
know.
so much. Thank
I
you.
know.
I love you. Thank you so much.
Love you too.
And
Love you
you
too.
have a wonderful day. And you promised me that next time I call you, you will come, right?
Of course. Of
Thank you
course.
so much.
Anytime, any day, call me.
Thank
I'll be there.
you so much. Thank you so much. Once
You're
again,
very
this is Mirror House Concept, and the title of our project is Losing My Religion. My name is Shalewa Dosumu, and I say thank you so much, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.